Okay, so starting with mine, right? Last week, I'm quite surprised that the ratings they gave was so high for this week when I felt that last week is like the most useful lesson because transport humans, right? Which is what they are horrible at. But it's very strange. Today was, I mean, this lesson was even higher. Okay, then what they say they like is us showing the videos, showing the memes, showing the videos, and then reminding them of the acronyms, the memory shortcut. So I was thinking, should we just like not talk about Derva because we weren't going in depth in it. But I was like, I mean, it's a memory shortcut. It'll help them. So okay, let's just put it in very briefly. So that's what we did, and they were happy. So next time we're gonna also remind them briefly, super briefly, go through the acronyms where possible. So actually, I'm gonna type this now into my lesson planning for next lesson. That means this week's one. Let me put it somewhere. Briefly recap acronyms. Okay, putting this reminder. Okay, sorry, just putting in the reminder so that all the future lessons will do that. Okay, done. So then, yeah, they like mind maps and summaries. So I think it's the cigarette smoke chemicals. They like that. Okay, yeah. Then to improve on change. Okay, this is from last feedback session. You know that thing where I showed you like this very long message, this long feedback, right? Okay, so here are the things that I did in response. I'm unlisted many of our crash of big long crash courses on YouTube. Uh, when students sign up on our Google form, right, we will give them like a free gift, which is a compilation of 4 crash courses. But now I reduce it to 2. Then I also message all those people who I suspected were the person. Okay, the interesting thing is the feedback form of that person, right, was filled in at 7:10 p.m. Instead of usually it's after 9 p.m., right? Because 9 p.m. my lesson end, then they will scan. But this person somehow filled in the form at 7:10. So it's like, huh? I didn't show it yet. So I don't know, is it even from my slot? Now I also don't know. Then I message everyone and I still have yet to know who it is because like the people who I thought might be the one, they're actually really chill with this. They're like, huh? I don't even see this as a problem. And they were like, those notes, they felt like, yeah, other people also need it. So just give free, like, because people in Singapore, not everyone has tuition. And even with the notes doesn't mean that they will get A1. Yeah, so they still see the value at, okay, then this is the feedback from past week. I got almost no feedback. So like I just had someone who asked this question, then I replied her already on WhatsApp, on WhatsApp. Then yeah, like I didn't have any other feedback. But how okay, my own thoughts is I should have planned less content because I exceeded 18 minutes, not very good. And because I didn't have time, right, I couldn't go around seeing their open-ended questions and commenting. Then worksheet question 6 had some errors. Like I didn't realize the question said children of the country are getting the vaccine only. Then when they gave some answers for the source of error, right, it was like, oh man, this is not what I intended them to give because I didn't know the question had the word children inside. Yeah. Okay, then more feedback. This is not from the lesson, but this is about last week. I said I'm worried how my Zoom hybrid students feel. And it turns out, after all their feedback, right, the verdict is this: most of them are happy, and there's no need for me to change and no need for me to um make another Zoom slot. However, nearer the O levels, I'm gonna consider it because I think there's gonna be a lot of people who are like desperate near the end and they want to sign up. So I'm just gonna continue. what I'm doing with the reminder to everyone here when you do your hybrid lessons, please repeat the question asked. So if the Zoom student asks a question, repeat it to the class. If someone in the class asks it, repeat it for the Zoom sake so they know the context before we answer. Which is something I've always supposed to do. It's just that I got reminder of it. Okay, Chelsea, your turn now.
For me, for the Sec 3 class, yeah, those were the scores. And then can scroll down. Yeah, for the yeah, I think in general all of the scores decrease. I think maybe like what you said, because transport and humans is something that they're weaker in. So for last week, they felt like they really benefited. Yeah. For the good feedback, um, it's quite the routine stuff, not much. Yeah, they like how I go through everything in depth and can scroll.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, very nice and patient, explaining the things clearly, very clear content. Yeah, the normal stuff.
Okay, I wanted to ask, right, what do you think they mean by optimistic? How were you optimistic during the lesson?
I think maybe it's just the energy.
Hmm.
Yeah, like being very encouraging and not like very strict.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, um, how do you do this? Like, how do you put yourself in the optimistic or in the positive mindset? Because not always will we feel that way, what? Like sometimes we just have a bad day and stuff, and you're pissed at something. So how do you put yourself in that mindset?
I think I just remind myself that like the students are there to get help. Okay, so it should be like a conducive environment for learning. Yeah, and like not expect them to be able to answer everything.
Hmm. Being positive is part of creating conducive environment. Plus, you said not expecting them to answer everything. So they feel like you're optimistic because you you said just now also not strict.
Yeah, so it's like I think like when I ask them questions, if they aren't able to answer, I don't sort of like I don't make a big deal lah, essentially. Yeah.
Mm. Mm. So what do you do? Do you just move on to the next person when someone can't answer, or do you like keep giving hints? What do you do?
I think it depends on the student. So if it's like a more confident student, I will try to push them lah. But if
Mm.
it's someone that's more shy, then I will like yeah, I will move on to someone else.
Mm. Push them, hints. Shy student. And then how do you transition to someone else? You just be like, oh, it's okay if you can't answer. Then you call the next person, is it?
I'll just ask like, oh, do you know? And then they'll shake their head. And then
Mm.
I'll be like, okay, like the next person, you wanna help her out, that kind of thing.
Okay. So I don't know if you heard this, if I mentioned this last week.
Yeah, I think you
My
did.
okay, great. Yeah.
Mm.
So I advise you to do the same thing. You ask the person, uh, do you want someone else to answer, or you ask like, you want help? So once you get their agreement, yeah, get their agreement first, then go to another person. Yeah. So they will feel not disrespected. They won't feel dumb. Yeah, they won't feel dumb. Okay. Well, these examples, right? Were there any new examples you used that was different from my rehearsed document?
I don't think so.
Okay, great. Then I mean you can if you have different examples you can bring up. Not
Mm.
restricted. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, go on to this one.
Yeah, for the feedback for the past week, for the Sec 3 classes, one said okay, have more questions, and then the other one said it'll be good if the blanks were longer. So I implemented both
Mm.
of those lah for this week. And there was also one student that said slightly slower and summary once in a while. So
All
I
right.
think okay, the summary is a bit. I'm not sure if that's very necessary. Yeah, but I for the coming lesson, yeah, we have accommodated it to be quite slow, so I think it should be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct, correct. I think it would be good if you can separate the sec 3, like make it very clear. Okay, this one you did very nice. So just make it super obvious which is sec 3 ones. And then here, which ones are sec 3? Is it just the first two?
The first three.
First three. So do like this. Okay. Yeah, go on.
Yep. And then for the sec fours, one said more graph analysis questions, and then two of them said to slow down a bit. Okay, and one said focus more on content. I think for
Mm.
the more time to answer, because it was a Zoom student, so I'm assuming maybe like takes them a bit more time to type out the answer. So maybe during class I will like give a bit more time. Or at least for them to
Mm.
like, yeah, think about it lah. Yeah,
Give more time to answer. Okay. So this means like when you ask those more questions, is it?
maybe.
Ah, I think so. I think so. Because you ask them, then you expect them to type in the Zoom chat. So they are like, hey, you're very fast. Give me more time to type, is it?
I think that's what the student's getting at lah.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I've had that before. So the solution for this is, yes, either give more time if you want them to answer a long question, or you phrase the question in such a way that they only need to give a very short answer that's fast to type. Give them,
Hmm.
yeah, then you need to type very little. Yeah, lor, like no small questions, yes, no questions, increase, decrease. Those kind of questions would make the pace faster. There's nothing wrong with the long questions also, as long as you have time.
Okay.
So this one is sec 4. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So this current, I mean the past sec 4 lesson, I should have planned a bit less. So I think we couldn't afford this. Can't afford to though. Okay, but this is just the Zoom students who said, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. But if it's a Zoom student, like what long question do they have to type? Usually they don't, like we don't expect them to. Is it this student always sends the answer?
No, the student didn't send any answer. That's the thing. That's why
Oh,
I'm a bit like confused.
okay. I guess maybe they didn't do the homework questions. So they were expecting like you give time so that they can
Oh,
attempt.
oh, actually, yeah, that could be true.
Okay. Yeah, you say a bit hard to slow down. Remind. Yes, okay, got it. Yeah, and I also need to stop making my same mistake of planning too much. Because yeah, it's a Kahoot lesson, so it took longer. Okay, so here's the answer for your questions here. Yes, for both.
Okay.
Okay, wait, let me just instruct. Because there was one trial student who wants to come physical for Thursday, but we don't want to open yet because there's only one person. Yeah, and then the Sec 3 current students, we almost have 3 who can come physical, but because it's so soon and it's not confirmed, we're not going to confirm it. So if we're going to change to hybrid, it'll be next week.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah, so that one student, right, the trial student, I will we will tell her to go for a different trial slot or wait until this third slot is confirm opened. Then she can come trial. Okay. Yeah, now the crash courses go on.
Yeah, for the crash courses, there were really a lot, but
Wait, Chelsea, so sorry. I
honest,
forgot to ask you one more thing about the classes. There were some questions, right? Like in this middle column. Yeah, this one. So
yeah.
what I thought in the lesson plan we also didn't say it's that pneumococcus can spread through touching contaminated surface.
I think she didn't understand why. That's why she
Oh,
put it there. But I answered
oh,
her question right after class though.
oh, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. So she didn't understand why it can't transmit through that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think that was why.
okay. Yeah, I also have one question here. I already answered. Then last week's, right? You had one. Oh, okay, that's not a good idea. No, oh no, I have to hide it all. Oh, okay, it's gone. So last week there was some question that they asked also in this column. You answered that already?
Yeah, I should have.
Oh, I saw you made it blue color. So blue means you answered already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then when you answer, right, like is just curious, is it when you check the feedback form then you answer?
Yeah.
Okay, same. That's what I've been doing. I guess last time when it's on Friday, right, our review session is kind of bad because it's like one whole week that we haven't replied. But now it's like half a week, so okay, it's fine. Hey, by the way, Melvin and Chelsea, if we stick to Tuesdays from now on, are you okay with that this time?
Yeah, I'm okay.
For me, I'm okay.
Okay, let's
I
stick
mean,
to it.
but when school starts, then that one I'm also not sure that
All
means
right.
it. So yeah, but this will be the same till August.
Yes, sounds good. Okay. Let me just put that in our Google Calendar every Tuesday. Okay, done. Then any more questions? Oh, okay. Let's go back to this. Yes, Chelsea, continue for the crash course one.
Yeah, I think the top three that most students like wrote down was number one, I simplified difficult concepts and I made them like understandable. Number two, I consistently asked a lot of questions, so that kept them very engaged. And number three is I answered all of their questions that they had.
Very good. Wow, okay. The questions, was it like really, they were spamming a lot on Zoom?
Yeah, really a lot.
Oh, okay, amazing. Okay, so how
And
do
I
you
think
manage
the
to
oh
answer
sorry.
all? How do you manage to answer all? Is it you say it out or like you type it out?
Yeah, most of it I said it up.
Okay. So how do you do it? Is it at the end of the lesson you answer all? Or is it like once you see it you answer, once you see it you answer?
It was like after I go through a concept, I will ask, okay, any questions? Then they will like all the questions will come out. Then I'll just answer one by one.
Okay. So at the end of each concept, got it. And maybe you can do that also for people who send in between, like as you're in the middle of explaining a concept, you can purposely don't reply until that section where you're gonna ask any questions. Because I
Okay.
did that for my recent lesson also. Like I saw Aloysius is one of the students on my Zoom who he sends a lot of questions. So I saw his question in between now when I was explaining. Then I was tempted to interrupt myself and because he was asking about the concept I just talked about earlier, and then now I'm on the new concept. Then I was tempted to stop and go back. But I was like, no, that's gonna disrupt the class flow. So I purposely pushed it to the any questions, then I answered his first.
Okay.
Yeah. So um can push their questions to the any questions section after each concept. Continue doing this. Any questions thing. Then after the class, they also stay back and anyone ask questions after?
Not much. Yeah, maybe just one or two.
Okay. Wait, am I right that you have finished all 4 concepts already? Have you done one round of all 4?
The inheritance one is tomorrow.
Okay, molecular genetics, did it exceed time by a lot?
No, we ended at 5 p.m. Just nice.
Oh, wow. And then inheritance, okay, I guess you'll find out tomorrow. I hope it's not too long. So, oh yeah, and then what? You said you were going to ask your students how they found the CTA at the end, right? Or do you want to tell us the feedback of that later?
Maybe can go through the bad feedback first.
Okay, can.
Yeah.
Oh, were there no break?
I gave quite a few breaks,
Huh.
but yeah, I don't know.
Is it because they are quite short, like 1-2 minute only?
No, okay, before most of the going through most of the questions, I will give break for them to attempt, and then there will be like a 5 minute or like a 7-8 minute break in between. Yeah, so I feel like it was quite
That's quite
chill.
significant already.
Yeah. But then again, it was just one student out of a lot. So
Hmm. Okay. Okay, good. But it seems like the pace was kind of fussy, hard to keep up. But it makes sense though, because it's a crash course.
but this was only for the I think either nutrition and plants or the nutrition in humans or the plants one. Maybe it was the plants one, because that one was quite a bit of content. I feel like the molecular genetics one was very slow already.
Good.
Yeah.
They need that. They need that because the understanding they're very shaky. Yeah, the plants in there's the repeat one, right? So for the repeat, do you think you want to remove one question?
I think
Or no need, just go more brief on your first page.
okay, because the plants one from what I remember, it's like I could tell that they had a lot of questions. So
Mm.
I just went a bit slower.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, I think removing maybe one or two MCQs would be a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, let's remove that. Another idea is, the first page, the leaf layers. What if you remove that first page? Then you just, while going through the first MCQ, which is the leaf layers, then you can just name like, okay, this and this layer is what? This layer is upper epidermis palisade. Or what do you think of
Mm,
that? Or you prefer not to do that?
I think the leaf layers is quite a big like chunk of content though.
Mm.
I think it'll be better to leave it in.
Mm.
Yeah.
Then what to sacrifice?
Uh,
I'm going to share the OneNote screen. So yeah, you drew all this during the crash course?
I will check now. Hold on. It was a bit more briefer.
Hmm. Yeah, we should keep it brief.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right. Maybe we should do that. Because I
Okay.
think their weakest is transpiration, so shouldn't
Mm,
remove anything from there.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, when I looked at it, I was like, should we take out this MCQ? But then it's like, yeah, actually it's also important because they need to know how the factors affect transpiration. Hold on. Okay, so I'll let you do that. Like you honestly you can keep it in, so you won't have to make any change to the lesson pages. You just make sure you do it in like 5 minutes or less. Yeah, so you can reduce this to 5 minutes. Just more brief, like quite fast. Like maybe less descriptions or like this irregular shape thing, long shape, cylindrical, no need. Then this like wax cuticle purpose, just say the purpose, oh it's to reduce water loss through evaporation, then done. No
Yeah,
need
I
all the like
think
transparent.
all of those I didn't go through. I think I
Oh,
only went
okay.
through the 4 layers.
Oh, okay. So more brief on the 4 layers.
Do you think we should remove the CO2 concentration above fill? Because we overran by 25 minutes. So even if I cut down on like that portion, we'll still overrun.
Hmm. Okay, what if you just remove the first leaf layer thing completely then? Just go
That
straight to the MCQ.
mm, I feel like it's not enough. Like we'll still probably overrun lah. If you're okay with
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay. Then at least we know we should remove the first one. So that's good. Remove. Then what else to remove? Okay, so by doing that, how much time will you save? 10 minutes? 5 minutes?
Yeah, I think around 10 minutes.
Okay, that's quite significant already.
Then still need to remove another 15.
Ooh. Um, okay. The xylem phloem, wait, I should share again. Xylem phloem here, you did this, is it? I think if I
No,
remember. Oh,
no.
you just directly on this.
Uh, I got annotate on the diagrams lah, but it was a
Oh,
lot
these
more
two.
brief. Yeah. This part I
Hmm.
went quite fast really.
Okay, I think we should sacrifice it. We should only talk about the points that we can see on this MCQ. So that way they have a very full understanding of the MCQ and whatever they see here. But we don't need to do all this because like you said, yeah, the transpiration is their main problem. So we should sacrifice this.
I think that for based on like what I saw lah, I think they would prefer if we talked more about content as opposed to like answering
Hmm.
technique or data response, such as like the carbon dioxide concentration. That's why I feel
Hmm.
like it makes more sense to remove that lah.
Oh,
Because this one doesn't really touch much on content, it's more of just like how to
ah,
answer data response questions.
true. Okay, then we remove this and you tell them that, hey guys, we're not going through it because it oh, okay, I have a solution. Just move it to the very end, like after the whole lesson's over. And then after the call is over also. Then you say, hey guys, now I'm gonna go through that question. Optional, you don't have to stay here. It's only if you want. Yeah,
Okay.
so when you reach that question, you just tell them, okay, we're gonna skip this because I'm gonna do it at the end. And if you have no time to stay at the end, it's okay, optional. And it will still come out in the recording, so you can watch it if you want.
Okay.
So move to after lesson, optional for them to stay. Somebody say I think it's a little teaching, a little slow.
Yeah,
Then
that
some
one is for
people,
the molecular genetics one.
oh, okay. again, it'd be better to break it up into like which topic, then we can understand. Then this will make more sense.
Okay.
So next week when you do that for crash courses, yeah, break it up. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, then you want to say anything about the call to action thing? What did your students feedback?
I only managed to ask a few, but for most of them, they said that like they think that the call to action won't really make much of a difference. Like
Mhm.
by the time the lesson is like coming to an end, they already have made their decision based off how the lesson went lah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
but they also said that they don't really mind because it's sort of like what they would expect from like a free crash
Mm.
course. They would expect some sort of promo. And all
Hahaha,
the
nice.
other all the other like crash course from other tuition centers that they go to, like
Mm.
they do the same thing. So it's like
Mm, cool.
for them it's not like offensive lah, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So if it doesn't make a difference, and sorry, more like if it doesn't offend them, then and plus it's their expectation, then yeah, we will absolutely do it lah.
Yeah, I think it's fine to continue, but it's just like
Mm.
don't make it too,
Long.
yeah, too long to
Yeah,
elaborate.
yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Keep it
The script, right?
simple.
The script already a lot shorter compared to my video last time that y'all played. Yeah, it's way shorter than the video.
Yeah.
So you okay with just continuing the script?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, and I like when you mention at the end like, okay guys, just doing a promo for the tuition center. Then they feel like, oh yeah, this is like kind of like you have no choice, you have to kind of thing. So they won't feel like you are forcing something on them. Okay, then Melvin, your turn.
So basically, for mine, there was quite a huge increase for the enjoyment and the usefulness lah.
Nice.
Mainly the more positive feedbacks is that they like the memes, the vaccine memes. Like I could see quite a lot of them. They were like smiling through their cams, and they like the VAR shortcut memory shortcuts and basically what you mentioned earlier. Yeah, and one of them actually mentioned that they liked that I was very engaging and how he really liked that I was super detailed.
Mm.
Yeah, as
Is it a
compared
new student, this one?
no.
Okay.
Yeah. But for my own thoughts, it's just mainly I feel that maybe I probably injected more energy, maybe cause I rested better, or maybe like this topic in general is less content heavy as compared to the transport in humans. Like it feels like transport in humans, there's like a lot of checklists to fulfill. Yeah, it feels like very heavy as compared to this week's one.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, Transport Humans one felt like it was heavier
Yeah, as compared to this one.
content, is it?
Yeah, in terms of content.
I think I actually planned too much for this lesson compared to Transport Humans.
Maybe because the let's say the cardiac cycle and stuff like that, they are like by nature they are like quite content heavy. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So okay, you ask your students this. Uh-huh.
Yeah, this was what
Uh,
you asked me in the WhatsApp.
mm.
But I didn't want to reply because I wanted to like discuss it here.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically I asked my student question if they prefer like whatever that you asked me to.
Mm.
Because I do understand where you're coming from and I do get that because you're afraid that I overrun. So I
Mm.
did this lesson was that I mix both. Like for example, those very fast questions like yes or no. I get them to prepare and they're like, okay, you write all your answers in the chat box. Okay, three, two, one, you just write all your answers. Then I was just like, oh, okay, yes, okay. Yeah, number option one is the correct one. Yep, is
Mm.
increase, yep, is decrease,
Mm.
etc. Then for example, if let's say asking them to fill in the
Mm.
blanks, then I would get like call on them to like, okay, so can I get someone to help me with this, blah blah blah.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I think you can continue this. And yeah, it's true that this might be the reason why the students want to stick with you also. Yes. So like even if you don't follow exactly my style, I'm okay with that. I'm okay that within TVT, tutors have slightly different style. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a good reason also that maybe that's why they stick with you. So only if the style I like really disagree that it impacts the student experience, then I will not allow. But if it's like this, I feel like it's okay. So yeah, it's a neutral thing. So yes, you can continue this.
Okay.
Yeah, the only criteria is correct. Don't exceed mine. I should be the slowest guy of all of you.
Okay.
Yes, sounds good. And then, oh yeah, Melvin, just to update you, right? After this at night, I'm gonna be incorporating the new SOPs that we talked about last time about telling the trial student, then get our VA will send using your phone, like your and Chelsea, this applies to you also. So whenever you get a new student, right, our VA will send a message from you saying like, hi, I'm your bio tutor, blah blah, so that the student knows what to expect and who is gonna be teaching them. Because if not, right, it's just me communicating with them on my WhatsApp. So we will be incorporating that.
From today onwards, is it?
From maybe they will only be able to read it and do it tomorrow onwards. So I think tomorrow onwards.
Okay, from tomorrow onwards. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Also the messages like after each exam, we're also incorporating that. I will edit the messages a bit more. Okay. How has been replying students the past week? Yeah. So Chelsea first.
Has been normal for me.
Any questions that you were unsure of?
Not, don't think so. Yeah.
Okay. Melvin, how about you?
For me, it's just the same as well. But like for the weekly check-in for the CAQs, right? Then I realized that some of my students, they either did very little of the CAQs
Mm,
or some of them they haven't worked on it. So I'll
mm,
be like, okay, so now is the June holidays. Then I'll be like, okay,
mm,
what you haven't done is like, is it possible that you have a lot of homework, or is it you're
mm.
procrastinating, or whatsoever. So I try to understand what's going on first. Then some of them they really had like a lot of homework. Like the school just dumped them. So I was like, okay, so you as long as most importantly you don't procrastinate lah, which is the
Mm,
more worrying part. So yeah. Then for those that haven't started or just did very little, they'll be like, okay, maybe you have to manage your time better, try not to procrastinate, then
mm,
try to complete them, make full use of the holidays. Yeah.
mm. Yeah, and give them tips. Very good. So today I just filmed a video that will be for our students and the public June holiday tips, revision tips. And it includes about what to prioritize during June holidays, which is CAQ is one of the things that I also said they should prioritize. So we will send that to everybody. Yeah, I think I'm going to blast that to everyone. Yes, we'll do that. Let me just write that down to blast it to everyone. Wait, just curious. If I do this, can you see another tab now? Or is it the same tab?
It's the same that
Okay, great. So blast the link to all. Yes, now we're back here. Okay. Then please check the Notion page for any updates. I think there have been very few or minor ones only in this past week.